All right, everybody. Hello. Mr. Smith here. Going to give you a little tutorial on mitosis, as you can see here, to go along with the PowerPoint I had you guys look at already. I got to do something funky with my camera because after this lady's kind of flat, so it's kind of a funny setup. So anyway, once upon a time, here we have a cell in interphase. Remember the cell cycle we did before? We had the G1, the S, the G2. Oops, that's not G2, that's GR. G2 and M is mitosis. We're doing mitosis today. Okay, so anyway, here's a cell. Here's the cell's nucleus. They're all hanging out right now. We'll do some funky vocabulary at the end. Actually, you know, I think we'll do it now. So you guys always think of this in terms of chromosome, right? This beautiful little X guy there. That is actually not a chromosome. I know, weird. That's called a replicated chromosome. All you need to drive a cell is a set of these boomerang guys, right? Just single strands. Well, in DNA is double strand, but not a doubled chromosome. So that's two DNA strands, each an identical copy of another. So that's a chromosome. Ta-da! This is a replicated chromosome. And the second we have a replicated chromosome, each half we now call a chromatid. So that's weird. And the point where the two join in the middle, like the belly button that joins the two together, right there, that's called the centromere. So centromere. Chromatid is half of a replicated chromosome. Okay. Now, things get even weirder with the vocab. Before DNA condenses into a nice chromosome that you see before you hear, it actually starts off in a tangle of chromosome called chromatin. Chromatin. Sorry about the handwriting. I'm writing on a flimsy board propped up on two candles on my kitchen table, dining room table, whatever. All right, so we're going to start off with chromatin. So anyway, we've gone through G1. The cell's just chilling out. When we hit the S phase, what happens, class? Oh, what's that you say? DNA replicates? Oh, you're right. Splat. Now we have double. Did you see that? We had half. Now we're adding to it. Oh, nice plate of spaghetti there. Chromatin. Double. That happens during synthesis. G2, we grow everything else that we need. Oh, look, we have some centrioles out here. And we have some other stuff that we need. And then something crazy happens during prophase. First of all, our nuclear membrane disappears. You see it disappearing. It is now gone. Whoopsh. If we're going to have square dance, we've got to clear the dance floor. Okay, so our chromatin there condenses into 1, 2, in this case, 3 chromosomes. It's a very simple critter here. This, when you have a regular number of chromosomes for a body cell, it's called 2N or diploid. Some people say diploid. I say diploid. And that's every cell in your body is diploid except for your sex cells, which we'll get into tomorrow when I talk about meiosis. So anyway, here we go. So we're in prophase. Ta-da, P for prophase. These guys just kind of chill out. The centrioles cast their little spindle fibers. Zoop, zoop. 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 Oh, things got crazy with that one. Okay, so everybody's connected. There's a little belt loop on each side of a chromosome called a kinetochore, but you don't have to know that anymore, but that's where the spindle fibers attach. And then they all start pulling and pushing. They can actually do both. And they're going to basically line these guys up like this. For M, metaphase. And I have stupid little mnemonics. So metaphase, they met in the middle. Metaphase. All right. When everybody's hooked up, now that, remember there was a checkpoint inside the M part of the cell cycle, and it's the M checkpoint, right? And that is basically making sure that every chromosome has got a spindle fiber attached firmly to either side. All right, now, A, anaphase. Our little fisherman centrioles on both sides pull so hard, we separate the two. Don't pay any mind to the painter's tape. I think my cat's about to jump up on my table. All right. So anyway, anaphase, and my stupid mnemonic for that is, and away they go. So each replicated chromosome gets pulled apart, and so now they're each, you might want to call them the chromatids. Well, they were chromatids when they were connected, but now that they're separated, we have to call them daughter chromosomes. Oh man, yet another vocab term for the same thing. It's ridiculous, but there you have it. All right, so our daughter chromosomes start getting pulled apart, and they go, and they end up on their own side. This is telophase. They're now so far apart, they have to talk on the telephone. A nuclear membrane starts to grow around each of these. The centrioles kind of go bye-byes. All right, so we have two nuclei beginning to form. So if we do, remember, mitosis is only cell, nuclear division, not cell division. So we've just divided the nucleus. So in order to get two cells out of this, we not only have to do mitosis, which is nuclear division, but we also have to divide the cytoplasm, which is called cytokinesis. So we got a pinch in here, a pinch in here, okay? And then basically we end up with two cells, each with the identical number of chromosomes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can say our diploid number equals 3, okay? So 3 chromosomes. Even when they were replicated chromosomes, I had 3 X's, they were still 3 chromosomes, but they were 3 replicated chromosomes. When I say replicated, you can think of explicated because they look like X's. All right, so cytokinesis is done. We got 2 now daughter cells with the identical chromosomes. Orange is a direct copy of orange, yellow is a direct copy of yellow, and blue is a direct copy of blue. They're exactly the same. And that's, we talked about DNA replication and how that happens. So it's exact and precise. All right, that's mitosis. You get exact copies. You could say one is a clone of the other. Very unlike what I'm going to do tomorrow, which is meiosis, and that takes twice as long. And yeah, things are about to get sexy because meiosis is making sex cells. All right, kids, have a good night, and I'll pass this along. Bye.